Hello and welcome. In the previous video, we learned what a method is and how to create a method. In this video, we will learn how to pass data from one method to another. Okay? This is because a method cannot access the data of other methods. Alright? So I'll type it here and I'll explain it. So let us begin. So here in the main method, this is main method. In the main method, I'll say int age equal to 30. Okay, int age equal to 30, and I'll say system dot out dot println and I'll say age. And when I hit the run button, you can see I get 30 as output, correct? Now, let me create one more method and let me copy this. Okay, let me copy this and delete this much. So I'll say details. Alright, I'll say details. So details is the name of the method that I'm creating, and here let me have the same system dot out dot println and age. Alright, age. So here let me delete this, and let me call the method or function. Okay, so in this method I am saying age equal to 30, and here I am trying to print age out. Okay, so when I click on run button, I get an error. This is because this method details is not able to access the data from this method. Where is age? Age is in main method, correct? Age is inside main method. That means it is valid only for this method. Okay, so it has a local scope here. So I will not go about scope, but just remember that this variable which has been declared inside this method can only be used inside this method. Okay, and here when I try to access it in another method, this method, we are not able to do that. So what shall we do? Let us say int age equal to 45. Alright, int age equal to 45. So now when I run it, you can see I get 45. Now here you can see in this method I had declared the variable age as 30. In this method I am declaring the age as 45. This is possible now. As this variable is only for main, we can have one more variable by the same name which is valid for this method only. Okay, so this is for this method and this is for this method. Okay, now let us learn to pass data from one method to another. Okay, I will delete this now. Okay, and here I'll make slight modification. So I'll say int age, and in the second line I'll say age equal to 30. Okay, so here I'm declaring a variable, a blank variable age, and here I'm assigning 30 to age. All right, now in this, okay, in this method I will say int, okay, int, and I will say age. All right, so int and age. So here whatever I'm declaring inside the parenthesis is called as parameter. Okay, so here this is called as parameter. Now I'm calling the function here, correct? So details, so you know about calling functions, we have learnt in previous video. So here I am calling function, correct? Here I can pass data. I'll say 45. I'll say 45. Now what happens is, when I hit run button, you can see I get 45. I'll have 48 here, and you can see when I hit run button, I get 45. Now what is happening is, when the program runs, it runs the main method first. So int age 30 will be done, and then it will call this function. When this function or method is called or is being called, this is being passed to the function. Okay, while this function is being called, 48 value is being passed to the function. Now where is the function or method? It is here. Okay, and inside the brackets we have declared a variable. So what happens is, 48 will be stored in age. So just connect these two, inside brackets, whatever is inside bracket, whatever is inside bracket. So both are connected. Okay, so this 48 will be stored in the variable age. Okay, age, and here I am trying to print it out. Okay, now this age and this age are different. All right, this is for this method, this is for this method. Now here I'll say just num. Okay, number. So num. Even then, let me have 78 and run it. Okay, it is here, NUMB. All right. So let me change it, and you can see I get 78. So here I'm calling this function by passing 78 value. So this 78 value will be stored in the variable num, and I'm saying that I'm passing integer value. So I have to pass integer value only. So in the num, 78 is stored, and in the next line or in the method I'm just printing it out. Okay, num. So 78. All right. Now this is done. You can pass values like this. You can also pass variables directly. So here I have said int age equal to 30, correct? So I'll pass this. I'll pass this variable. I'll say age. All right. I'll say age, and here let me have 31 just to show you how it works. So I'll say 31, and when I hit run, you can see I get 31. Now let us see what is happening here. When the program runs, it executes main method first. Okay, it executes main method first. Int age, I'm initializing a variable. Next line, age equal to 31. I'm saying age variable should have 31 value. And in the next line, I'm calling the function or method details. And when calling details, I'm passing age variable. So what is this age variable? It is this. What is inside age variable? The value 31. So this 31 will be stored in number variable. Okay, and this is printed out next. All right, this is printed out next. So like this, you can pass values or variables to methods. All right, the variables declared in the parenthesis here are called as parameters, and the values passed are called as arguments. Okay, so this is called as an argument. We are passing an argument to this parameter. Okay, so this is called as argument, this is called as parameter. All right, now whenever we declare a variable, we need to mention data type, correct? So that is also what we had done here. So this is this. Clear? Now take a look at this and take a look at this. Are they looking similar? Yes, right? So this is data type, this is data type, integer, and this is also data type. What is it? It is an array of strings. You know how to create a blank array, correct? We have learnt about arrays. So this is a blank array. This is integer, this is blank array. What is this num? It is just the name that we have given. This can be anything, okay? I can say 1 2 3, num 1 2 3, and it still works. I have to change 1 2 3 and it works here. Alright? It is just a name that we have given for the variable. This is also a name for the variable. Okay? This is also a name for the variable. This can be anything. This can be anything. Here I will say ETF. Okay? ETF. Simply I am giving random name. Okay? So ETF, it still works. Alright? So this is the name of a variable, and we are saying we will pass an array of strings for this variable. Okay, that is all you need to know for now. Do not worry about this right now, but just know that this is method, this is a method. You know what method is, method or function, and for this method we have this parameter, for this method we have this parameter. All right? Yes, so that is second thing. Now you know that functions or methods can be used or called as many times as we want, correct? So we can use the same function as many times as we want. So we can pass different values and call the function. Alright? So let us do that now. We have called by passing age. Here once again I'll say details and I'll pass 245 inside it. Okay? And when I hit run, you can see I get 31 and 245 as output. So what is happening? First time it is calling the function details by passing age 31 to this variable. Okay? Next time it is calling the function by passing 245 for this variable. Alright? And then it is printing out. In the same way, if I have details and I'll have 47, and when I run it, I get 47. So you can call the function as many times as you want by passing different values. Alright? Yes. Next, let me delete this. Alright? And let me change this back to num. Yeah. Now, we can also declare multiple parameters in a method. So how many parameters have we declared here? Only one. Alright? We can declare multiple parameters in a method by separating them by using a comma. Okay? And these can be of any data types. Alright? So let us do that now. I'll say age. Okay? Age of int type and double of height. Okay? Height variable of type double, and let me say string and name. Okay, I'll say f name. All right. So here in this method I'm declaring three parameters. All right. One is age of int data type, one is height of double data type, one is f name of string data type. All right. Now when I have these three, I need to pass three values. All right. So age you can pass directly 31, it is of int type, fine, comma, I'll say comma, and for height I will pass 5.1. Okay, it is of double data type, and comma, for name I'll say Ravi. All right, I'll say Ravi. So I'm passing age 31 for age, 5.1 for height, Ravi for F name. Okay. So here let me print it out. I'll say age plus height plus F name. Okay. Now can you guess the result of this? Can you guess the result of this? So let me hit run and explain it to you. So you can see I have 36.1 Ravi. Alright. Now what is happening here is 31 is being passed for age and 5.1 is being passed for height. I'm saying age plus height. So it will do 31 plus 5.1, which is 36.1. You know about this, correct? We have learnt about this. And then we have one more plus, but after plus we have a string. So 36.1 and Ravi together is printed out. Okay. So that is what is happening here. Okay. So this is how you can declare multiple parameters and pass multiple values for methods. Alright. Yes, so I guess this is enough for this video. In the next video, we'll learn how to pass data and get a return value from method. Alright. So go ahead and practice the things that we have learnt in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.